Welcome back and welcome to our last video in this kind of intro series to playing the trombone. I hope it's been helpful for you to kind of pair this with the things that you're learning in your band class with your band director. I want to take some moments just to go over an overview that kind of talks about some of the important things that I think about every time I sit down to play the trombone. So of course, the very first video, putting our trombone together well and having it clean and set to go is really important. So I put my trombone together today. I have my case here that has my cleaning cloth, my valve oil, my slide mix, as well as some water, and of course a pencil that we know is really helpful to be able to mark things up and have with us always. Then I want to just take a moment and think about my posture. My feet are flat on the floor. My legs are even. Normally my butt is pushed back to the back of a chair. I'm on a stool, but I still want to make sure I'm seated firmly and don't have to engage any extra muscles. Instead, they can all be used for making music together. Another important piece to do next is tuning, right? So we know that we can tune together with our band, or we can tune at home with our tuner. So I like to use that, but typically only after we warm up, right? Because we know that the instrument will get warmer as we get warmer. So I want to encourage you to take the time to play some different notes and different warm-ups. You might have some things that you do in your band class, going up and down partials, or being able to go through those scales that we know are so important. It's good just to kind of get ourselves in a rhythm so that we will kind of get used to playing things to get warmed up, checking our tuning with other people or with a tuner, and then take a look at the things you want to accomplish for today. We want to consider what kind of embouchure we need to have. I like that center point, tight corners, feel where your tongue is in your mouth. Consider the different articulation that's present in the piece you're looking at. So for example, today I'll play back through our A tune. And so I might go through my B flat scale. Maybe you want to play that with me right now. Just to get ourselves in the mode, thinking about how we can play well and set ourselves up for success. So we're thinking this piece is in B flat. So let's try doing quarter notes of the B flat scale up and back down. Great, so we have it in our head now where our B's are, where our E's are, and some of the slide positions that we'll be going to automatically. We want to take another look back at the piece that we're considering and think through the tricky parts, maybe run back through a measure or two that might get us. For me, the 15th bar, so that second to last bar, can be a little tricky. So I'm going to go back through that. You're welcome to play through it with me. I'm going to play through it really slow once and then a little bit faster the next time. All right. Great, and even then I can check and see my corners are tight. You can almost see the ring around my lips of where my mouthpiece is, making sure that's center and not too high up by your nose or too low where you don't get any top lip into the mouthpiece. If you're struggling or just need a little bit more time to warm up, you can do some of those buzzing practices we talked about a few weeks ago. Be able to think through slurs, going up and down, play notes individually. Just a great way to practice through, hear different things, and have a good solid foundation. All right, so let's look at our A2. Maybe we'll play through it once slower, and then we'll play through it a little bit faster, and giving our chance that time to reflect in between, see what we might want to pay attention to on our last try. And just have fun, right? That's why we're playing music. We're joining with our friends. We're being able to connect better with ourselves and our bodies. So let's play some trombone. So a couple things that I think went well. My tempo was pretty consistent throughout. I could feel the rhythm and the way that the notes should line up together. One thing I'd like to do better, I didn't feel like I could have a clear path for air. I was maybe stopping it up a little bit in my throat. So I want to do some practices, maybe even to set my breath right. I really like the one kind of like you're throwing a dart. So you can feel it better moving. And that might just be me. So you might have different things on your mind that you'd like to do differently or better next time. And I want to pay attention to that jump between the 8th bar and the 9th bar, going from that low B flat up to a G. All right, so let's try it again a little bit faster and see how we end up. So again, I'll just take a moment to think through how that felt, how it sounded to me, and consider making some notes of things I missed or would want to do better next time. And this is the art of practicing, right? The way that we play trombone is a lot of trial and error. Making notes, not too many that overwhelm you, but things that really stick out or maybe happen often. Of course, as I prepare to put my trombone away, I want to get all of the spit out and wipe my instrument down, put it away safely in my case. Make sure that I have all of my music with me, my pencil, don't leave anything behind, and be able to rest well that I've practiced good today, and that I'm ready to kind of be able to take on another day tomorrow. So friends, this is the very basic overview of playing the trombone. There's a lot of details that we will continue to get into in the future. And I want to encourage you to continue to practice, continue to refer to these videos and your fundamentals, practice those scales, because this really is a beautiful and just meaningful time to play music, to connect with one another, to connect with history, and to connect to yourself. So I just want you to have these fundamentals easily accessible for you, and be able to return time and time again to the things that we can control. So our slide positions, being in tune, having a clean instrument, taking good care of our music and our instrument and our bodies as well. And if you have any questions, if you're struggling with something, I really encourage you to talk to your band director. I know they might seem a little overwhelmed sometimes, but really want to encourage you that they're there for you, and they do this because they love it. And even our whole team here at Making Space in Music is glad to be here for you as well as you journey into trombone and maybe other instruments too. So I wish you the best. I hope that you continue to have fun while you make music and see where it could take you. All right, it's been a pleasure.